Hey, McLennan, first time around was Salmon River prevailing.
Salmon River prevailing down in Massena, and if you were one of those guys that made the odds, Jerry, that down in Atlantic City, out in Vegas, if you looked, I guess you call them bookmakers, you might list the Shamrocks as the favorite for tonight's game. You know, they're playing at home. They won the first game. They're just coming off of 2 big wins and ranked high in the Division II state poll. But Coach Bill Plant certainly doesn't like to go into games being the favorite, and he'd deny all those factors. On the other side of the coin, the Raiders would make a pretty good case for being favored. They're coming off a 4 in a row. They've got some new combinations that have been creating a lot of scoring opportunities. The defense has really peaked in the last half dozen games. They probably played the best they have all year. Assistant Captain John Rochford leading the charge out there. They've had some great goaltending at the right spots, and their specialty teams haven't been too shabby either. So I'd call this one a push if I were making book on it.
Well, of course, you know, we talked about how important the first goal is. I think that's the case here tonight.
First goal in big games is always important, and this is a big game. One thing it would solidify, if I'm correct, you were filling me in on, if the Raiders win this game, they would be guaranteed that home ice advantage in the sectionals. I think the Shamrocks have probably already got their #1 seed locked up. But regardless, when these two clubs get together, you throw out the records. They just want to beat each other so badly.
Oh, no question about it. And of course, you know, Salmon River would love to sweep Massena in a year. It's never happened. So they're going to look to do that here. Of course, there have been years when they only played once, and Salmon has won. I remember one year they played once, and it was a 0-0 tie right in this building. So, you know, anything can happen in a hockey game. Now, one thing to mention, you mentioned the Raiders would clinch home ice in the first round of the playoffs with a win. They would also do it with a tie. They would also do it if Canton beats Potsdam tonight, that game over at the Pavilion tonight.
That should be a good hockey game. There should be another good hockey game over in Canton on Saturday when the Golden Bears take on the Albany Academy, ranked #2 in the state poll. But our attention is focused right here tonight in the Tom Cavanaugh Arena, and I think we've got ourselves a real treat. I think both clubs are ready. The Raiders, as I said, are peaking. Coach Plant, he maintains that his club doesn't peak, and he's not sure if it's good or not. They start off at a pretty high level, and kind of consistency is the word. They stay there throughout. So he's hoping that consistency holds true tonight. But speed is going to be a big factor on both clubs, and both clubs can show speed. I'm not sure who has the edge in speed, having seen the Shamrocks just once, but they're a pretty good club. They proved that down in Massena. But one factor, when that game was played, the Raiders were missing quite a few youngsters.
Yes, indeed they were, and tonight they will be missing a couple of youngsters. Of course, Jeffrey Slack has been out for a few games. He injured his shoulder, I believe it was, and I'm not sure when Jeffrey will be back. And the other scratch tonight is Michael Cameron. Michael, a little problem with the grades. He is ineligible for a couple of weeks, and that started on Monday. So I guess he'll be eligible again for the sectionals.
And both of those losses are factors. Jeffrey was playing well on his unit, and of course Michael Cameron has been Mr. Consistency all year long, and we'll see how the Raiders adjust and how Coach Long is going to make that adjustment. Probably have Clint Kerwin playing up on that unit with Eric Meacham and Eric DeRosa. We'll wait and see.
Right now, the introduction of the starting lineups for Massena. As we mentioned before, Aaron Hardy gets the start. It's his turn to start. He has not played in quite a while, though, and we'll have to see if that affects him.
And that's really tough, and I feel for Aaron. This is it's 21 days since he's last been in the nets in a game, and it's going to be real difficult. This is his Eric. Let me see. He's coming in with a 3.80 goals against average. It's 6th start of the year. He has an 8.842 save percentage, 101 saves on 120 shots.
Right now, the Salmon River Shamrocks being introduced, and they're very fine. Freshman goaltender Matt Jones will be starting. Jones, just a super goaltender. He's been quite a story. He was quite a story for the Shamrocks last year. Came in as an 8th grader out of nowhere, and actually we can say he's out of Brushton.
I could not believe his composure last year. Has an 8th grader, and it's I'm sure it's held true this year. This is his 10th start of the year for the Shamrocks. He's coming in with a goals against average of 2.00, and that's not too shabby. And a save percentage, listen to this number, 930. Just outstanding. He's had 231 saves on 249 shots. Just a great save percentage.
Just an amazing statistics for the freshman goaltender, Matt Jones. The two officials, boy, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of years between the two of them. Mel Tomelty and the guy from Ogdensburg, Wayne Humel. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem is sung by my daughter, Megan.
Another stirring rendition of our national anthem. We not only bring the broadcast crew, but we bring the singer of the national anthem. And I don't know if you could hear well over the air, folks, but that young lady that just sang the national anthem is 11 years old. She's going to be 12 soon, but great poise and a great voice, and she didn't get it from her father. That's
for sure. Way to go, Megs. Good job. And we want to thank Coach Bill Plant for inviting Megan to sing here tonight.
Well, listen, with a voice like that, he'd probably invite her to sing every game if he could. Just an outstanding job by Megan.
Okay, we're ready for high school hockey tonight. The Red Raiders and the Shamrocks. Massena and Salmon River. This should be an excellent hockey game tonight here at the SRC Arena.
Two coaches that like each other, respect each other, but like to beat each other in the worst way. When the game is on, they just focus in on that. And before and after the game, they're good buddies, and that's what you like to see. And great competition, and we should have ourselves a excellent hockey game here this evening.
Noah McDonald out with Jason Brockway, and Noah, it's going to be Tarbell and Chubb starting on the wings against the Jeff Day line off the faceoff puck in the Massena zone. John Rochford gathers it in, flips it around the boards. McDonald steps in front, dumps it in behind. Rochford is there again, feeding it up to Tim O'Shea. O'Shea had a little problem getting it out of his skates. Now he skates in front of the Massena net, starts out, does a little dipsy-doodle move, takes it out to center ice. Headman to Day. Day slides it back to O'Shea, who takes it in on the right side. Timmy O'Shea gets by a check. Here's O'Shea breaking in behind, looking, circles, in front, right across the goal mouth, but nobody there to poke it home as Justin Walsh had come too far, and back comes Salmon River. Johnny Tarbell into the Massena zone on the backhand. John Rochford for the Raiders picking it up. Rochford kind of gets knocked down, gets back up again, shovels the puck around the boards all the way to Justin Walsh, and he just bangs it out to center ice. Puck picked up there by Cody Thompson. Thompson flips it to center ice. O'Shea got a stick on it, goes to Day. Jeffrey with it, ahead to Walsh. Walsh trying to poke it by Wiley. Wiley steals it, dumps in the Massena zone. And it goes in behind the net for John Rochford. Rochford rips it around the boards. Picked up by Walsh. Long headman pass for O'Shea. O'Shea trying to step by. It's poke checked away nicely. Good defensive play by Aaron Arquette. Massena back in the zone. Here comes DeRosie as the Raiders make a line change. DeRosie looking for Meacham, has it knocked away. Back comes Salmon River. Scotty Thompson. Thompson with Brockway into the Massena zone. Buffum trying to take him into the boards. The puck bounces free and behind, and Big Meacham picks it up. Wraps it around the boards. Arquette keeps it at the point for the Shamrocks. Dumps it back in the corner. Around on the other side, it's Kerwin to the blue line. Here's a shot knocked down. Thompson's got it in front. Shot save. And Hardy comes up with the first save of the ball game. And the puck moves out as the Raiders move it ahead to Meacham. Meacham, nice headman pass to Kerwin. Takes it across, gets by one. Here's Kerwin trying to move it in front. Shot save. Jones on a DeRosie shot. Here's Kerwin centering in front, knocked away. Back to the blue line. And Hearn tries to keep it in. He does. It goes to DeRosie. DeRosie dumps it to an open wing in the corner. He's going to chase it himself. Rufa gets there first. Doesn't clear. Here's Big Meacham shot. Jones save. Rebound in behind. Meacham gathers it in himself. Looks in front. The shot on Ward, and the save made by Jones. DeRosie picks it up. Goes to the blue line. Barkley. Quick wrist shot. Right on. Jones save. Rebound in front. It's covered up by Jones, and he'll hold on for the face-off. A lot of action right at the beginning of the game.
The Shamrocks had the first good opportunity. Scotty Thompson down to our left, but Aaron Hardy made the save, and the Raiders came back the other way. Clint Kerwood with a shifty move, got right in on top of Matt Jones, and then left it right in the crease area, and dancing through number 23, Eric DeRosie, couldn't finish off.
Ward out there now for Massena. Shamrocks win the draw, though. Thompson takes it out to center ice. That's Scotty Thompson from the red line deep in the Massena zone. Bubba Girard in behind. Rips it around the boards, trying to get it to Sean Kellogg. Doesn't clear the zone. Cody Thompson winds up his shot, and I think there was a save made. Bounced through the slot anyway. Raiders move it ahead and out to center ice. Kellogg knocked away. Back in the Massena zone. Bubba Girard is there. Bangs it ahead for Matt Hazel. Hazel looking and dumps it in the Salmon zone. It's going to come right in on Jones. He steers into the corner. Kellogg in after it. Flips it around the boards. Rufa will be there for the Shamrocks. He moves it ahead. Thompson, headman to DeLuca. He takes it in the Massena zone, taken away by the Massena defense. To the blue line, it was Drew Wonke trying to clear. It comes over on the other side. Raiders move it ahead. Walsh back out there to an open wing. We have a whistle. And what do we got?
I'm not sure. Closing the door, that's what it is.
Oh, okay. They had to close the door on the Massena bench. And isn't this the place where the benches are awful small?
Well, at one time I made that comment, and Sanford T has been on my case ever since, so I'm not going to comment on that again, but they do look a tad small down there, unless the size of the squads have increased, which might be a possibility.
Noah McDonald out to take the face-off. McDonald out there with Chubb and John Tarbell against the Jeff Day line. Off the face-off puck all the way back in the Salmon zone. Wiley after it for the Shamrocks. In his own end now, in the corner. Walsh takes him out of the play. The puck ripped around the board. Sean Chubb steps in front, picks it up. Here's Chubb out on the left wing side. Moves ahead for Noah McDonald. Pokes it by the defense into the zone. Knocked down, though. John Rochford to Day in front. Has it knocked away. Day comes up with it again to Rochford after it bounced off a couple of bodies. And Johnny moves it out to Timmy O'Shea. Here's O'Shea right down the middle. Looking. Drop pass a little bit behind Day. And back comes Noah McDonald as the Shamrocks move it back the other way. McDonald in on the right side. In front, the shot goes across the goal mouth. Don't think it touched anything. And Walsh picks it up. His head man goes out to neutral ice. Cody Thompson flips it right back in the zone. In behind the net, Rochford, he leaves it. And it's Chubb who picks it up, centers it. Tarbell can't get a shot off, moves it in front. O'Shea got a piece of it with a skate. It goes to Noah McDonald to the blue line. Here comes Massena the other way. Walsh and O'Shea. Walsh takes it across. He skates in front, shot, Jones, save, rebound, score! Timmy O'Shea, and the Raiders go up 1-0 on a rebound goal by Tim O'Shea.
Your best scoring opportunities come from the opposition's best scoring opportunities, and it happens so often. Shamrocks had a good one, but never got the shot off. Back to Dakota Thompson, and he kind of fanned out. The Raiders intercepted it, and Justin Walsh and Timmy O'Shea broke away 2-on-1. Walsh did an excellent job as he undressed the Salmon defenseman, got the shot off, Jones made the save, and Timmy O'Shea, Captain Timmy O'Shea, banged in the rebound.
So O'Shea gets the first goal of the game, and now the Shamrocks ice the puck. No, they wave it off. Apparently somebody touched it. Hardy leaves it side of the net, bounces in front, and the Raiders clear it to the blue line. Not out. Arquette keeps it in. His shot knocked down in front, right on, and Hardy covers up and holds on for the faceoff. 10:31 remaining, first period on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard. Raiders lead it 1-0.
Harmless looking play, but could have been dangerous. A shot from the right boards sent in front. Number 20, Jimmy Swamp, was parked in there and being tied up by the Raider defenseman. Hit his stick and bounced up in the air, but Aaron Hardy, Johnny on the spot, grabbed it and held on for the faceoff. That goal, Timmy O'Shea with Justin Walsh coming at the 4:08 mark.
Off the faceoff, puck back to the blue line. Shamrocks trying to keep it in. McDonald out there taking the draw. Comes to Brockway in the corner. Has it knocked away by Hearn. Now Scotty Thompson steps in front, but Meacham takes it away from him. Here comes Big Meach. Long headman to Kerwin, knocked away. Kerwin gets it back, but offsides as DeRosie in ahead of the play, as there was a big pileup right at the blue line. They'll move it outside, and draw it again just outside the Salmon River zone. 1-0 Raiders lead here. We're early in the first period, about 4:45 of the first period.
You mentioned that first goal, so important. The Raiders have struck early here. 4:08 is 19th of the year. Timmy O'Shea from Justin Walsh.
Face off just outside Salmon zone. Scotty Thompson will draw. And right off the face-off, it goes up over the board. Shane Farmer out there taking the draw from Massena. Farmer out with Seacott and DiAgostino.
This line had a good outing last game that the Raiders played against Rome down here at the Salmon River Arena.
Off the face-off, puck dumped in the Salmon zone. Wiley, that's Brad Wiley, the defenseman, takes it in behind his own net. Looks to move it on the wing. Here comes Salmon River, Scotty Thompson. He's got DeLuca with him. Thompson just dumps it in the corner. Picked up by Bubba Gerard, looks for Seacott out at center ice. Bounces off his stick, but picking it up is Farmer. Farmer from Massena off the boards, comes to Wiley. He bounces it back to the Massena line. Drew Wonky there to flip it ahead. DeLuca dumps it in the Massena zone, and Wonky gathers it in behind his own net. Here's Drew Wonky looking to bounce it, and it's going to bounce all the way down the ice for an icing against the Red Raiders, and that'll move faceoff back inside Massena territory.
Couple of bookends, Anthony DiAgostino and Eric Seacott on that line. Not too big, but a lot of speed, a lot of determination. And then big Shane Farmer, about 6'1", 165, 170 in the middle. And when he hits you out there, you know it.
McDonald out with Chubb and Tarbell now against the Jeff Day line. Day, Walsh, and Tim O'Shea. Face off left side. In the Massena zone, off the draw, puck to the circle, back to the blue line. Cody Thompson keeps it in to an open wing. Benji Nightingale there has it knocked away, trying to take his man. Day comes in to help out, and finally wedges the puck to the side of the net. Here's McDonald in front, and he couldn't get in front to get the good shot off, and the Raiders start to move it ahead. O'Shea, headman pass, goes to Walsh. He kicks it in the zone, goes bouncing in behind Wiley and Walsh. The puck comes to O'Shea, shot right across the goal mouth, bounces around to the other point. Nightingale flips to an open corner. It's going to go to Walsh in behind. He's going to wrap it in the corner to O'Shea. O'Shea goes to Day. Here's Jeffrey Day, steps in front of the net. O'Shea in front, backhander shot. No, big save by Jones. Great save, thought it was going to go in the net. Puck bounces to the blue line. O'Shea is back there. He gets another shot across the open goal mouth. And finally it's picked up by Chubb, and he'll move it out to center ice. Chubb dumps it all the way down into the Massena zone. John Rochford gathers it in right there. Flips it around the boards for O'Shea. O'Shea has it knocked away. Bouncing puck comes to Chubb behind, looks to center, hit the back of the net with it. Day picks it up. Jeffrey Day from Massena, head to O'Shea. Timmy busts down. He's got Walsh breaking. He feeds it to him. Walsh tries to do the move around the defenseman. That's Jim Burns. The puck goes into the corner. O'Shea gathers it in. Here's Timmy O'Shea, tied up by McDonald. The puck squirts free to the blue line. Kept in Northrup, his shot wide. Bounces around on the other side. Jeffrey Day after it. Day skates by, or tries to skate by a check. Burns takes him out of the play nicely. McDonald picks up the loose puck to the blue line. Kept in at the point by the Raiders. Here's another shot. Goes in behind the net. Bounces into the back of the net. Day after it. Picks it up off the back of the boards. Here's Day, short side. Goes to O'Shea behind. O'Shea looks to move it around. Takes it to the circle. Here's O'Shea backhander, knocked down in front. He gets knocked down. The puck comes to the side. Walsh's shot right on. They bang at it. Puck comes bouncing free. And finally, the Shamrocks move it ahead to center ice. Scotty Northrup is there to backhand it to O'Shea. They've been out a long time, and they're going to get off the ice. And the Raiders will come out with a Meacham line. Puck in behind the net. Raiders lead 1-0. And the puck stolen. Here's a chance right for Clint Kerwin. He can't get a stick on it. Bounces to the blue line. Barkley flips it right back into the zone. Picked up to the red line. Barkley throws a check as the puck poked away. Back inside, picked up by Northrup. Northrup rips it around the boards, and it comes out to the blue line. Not out. Here's a shot. Hardy makes a save and holds on for the faceoff. That shot, let's see, who took that shot?
I think it might have been number 20.
Swamp.
Jimmy Swamp. You mentioned out a long time that combo of O'Shea, Day, and Walsh, and why they were, because they were applying all kinds of pressure, just constant pressure on Matt Jones down here. And the best scoring opportunity in that series, and they had a couple of them, is when Jeffrey Day made a nice nifty little move and sent in Timmy O'Shea. O'Shea got the shot off. Jones made the save, hit him, and I think it hit the far goal post too, Jerry. I think it got a piece of it.
Off the face-off, puck kept in by the Shamrocks. Here's a shot knocked down, goes wide. Puck bounces into the corner, picked up by Scotty Thompson, rips it in behind. Drew Wonky's there, goes to Bubba Gerard. Gerard has it knocked away. Bouncing pass right in front, but is cleared by Wonky to the blue line. Arquette will keep it in, takes a whack at it, knocked down. Bounces out to center ice. Here comes Wonky. He's going to lead the attack. Takes it in the zone. He's got a man in front. He's going to shoot. He fired it just wide. A little better direction. That would have been a goal. Puck bounces along to the blue line. Kept in momentarily by Girard. Then it squirts out. Big Meacham back there playing defense with a defenseman rushing. And he'll dump it back in the Salmon zone. Burns picking it up there for the Shamrocks. Here's Burns out of his own end. Looking for the wing, Scotty Thompson. He bangs it ahead to the Massena line. McDonald. Noah McDonald has it swept away by Girard and dumps it in behind the net. Johnny Rochford flips it by, and it's picked up there by Matt Hazel. Hazel moves it out, dumped right back in the zone. Shamrocks will clear on the delayed offsides, but the puck picked up by Rochford. Headman pass goes to Hazel. He breaks out. Hazel goes to Ward. Ward's going to take it into the zone. Here's Ward. Looking. He takes it right side. Ward in the corner gets double teamed. Still has the puck. Gets knocked down. Still fights for it. DeLuca there finally slides it free. And the Shamrocks will move it out again. Here comes Scotty Thompson for Salmon. Makes his move. Here's Thompson trying to flip it in front. Here's a chance. And fanning on the shot, the Shamrocks. And the Raiders clear it to the blue line. Wiley, though, keeps it in. Momentarily comes back out, back in, and offsides will be called. So both teams with some excellent opportunities in this hockey game. And so far, Massena cashing in. It's 1-0 Raiders. A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard.
If you gamble and lose, be prepared to pay the price. And I'll tell you, Aaron Arquette gambled, and he had about a 20% chance of keeping the puck in, stayed on the line, and Drew Wonky chipped it by him, created the 2-on-1, and Wonky went right in on that left side, used the other forward as a decoy, and just shot it wide of the far post.
Very close to being a goal. Here come the Raiders. Jeffrey Day back the other way. Here's Day, cuts across the grain, goes to O'Shea. O'Shea flipping it in the corner to Walsh. Walsh to Day to O'Shea. O'Shea dipsy-doodle, shot right on, save, rebound, clear to the blue line. Wind up in the shot, but the whistle blew before Nightingale could get it off. And we have a whistle, and I'm not sure what we got.
Might have been a man in the crease. We'll wait and see. Referee Mel Tamalti is lecturing. Now it's not a man in the crease.
Net's off.
Net's off. I tell you, I'm sure Coach Bill Plant, just in the early going here with 5:25 left in the first period, has got to figure out a way to stop that Day Walsh and O'Shea combination, because every time on the ice, they have just, they're getting one good scoring opportunity after another, and the Shamrocks haven't been able to figure it out. Unofficially, we've got Massena out shooting the Shamrocks 8-5 here with 5:25 left.
Off the faceoff, Walsh's shot. He fired it wide. Tarbell, he overskates. Flipped in by O'Shea to Walsh behind the net. Justin back to O'Shea in front. The shot, score! Actually, I think it was Day. Day and O'Shea were right together. I'm not sure who got it, but Massena gets their second goal and leads 2-0.
I think it's going to be O'Shea. We'll wait and see. A great job by Justin Walsh as he jumped on that loose puck behind the Shamrock net. No one picked him up, and he fed it right out in front. As you said, number 8 and number 14 were both standing there, and I think it's O'Shea got the shot off, and Jones got a piece of it, but not enough to stop it from getting over that goal line, and the Raiders lead 2-0.
So Massena with a 2-0 lead here. The Meach line out there. Here is Kerwin. Kerwin to Meacham. He just flips it across the blue line right back out again. Meacham dumps it, and Kerwin was trying to get out of the zone, and the dump in hit him. So that's definite offsides.
We mentioned those shots on goal just a second ago, but the Raiders, out of their 9-10 shots, beside the 2 goals, they've had a lot of excellent scoring opportunities.
Off the faceoff, puck back in the Salmon zone. Shamrocks move it out to center ice. Flip back ahead to the Salmon zone. Again, it's Burns. Burns to Arquette. Arquette moves ahead. It's intercepted. Barkley has it knocked away. Comes back to Meacham. Meacham dumps to the open wing. Burns doesn't clear the zone. DeRosie, great move to keep it in. Goes to Kerwin. He makes a good move. Here's Kerwin dipsy-doodling into the corner. Kerwin looks, trying to flip it behind the net. Now it comes to, well, it's going to be Burns picking it up. He moves it to the blue line. Northrop can't keep it in. And back into the Massena zone it comes. Barkley is there to bang it right back out to neutral ice. Burns and DeRosie battle for it right in front of the scorer's table. Slides into the Massena zone where it's picked up by Barkley. He has it stripped by Swamp. Swamp trying to go by. He's going by one. Here's Swamp centering in front. Scotty Thompson shot in behind the net. It bounces back in front. Dakota Thompson score! And it's 2-1.
Raiders giving one back here just after going ahead 2-0. The Shamrocks looking kind of flat, I'll tell you, but that's a big goal by Dakota Thompson, and that one just about blew out the back of the net. A giveaway, a down on the left side. The Raider defenseman Gamble lost. Aaron Hardy made the initial save. The shot somehow went over hit the backdasher, went over the net, came back out in front, and Dakota Thompson stepping down from the right point from about 40 feet just blew the back of the net out, and Hardy had no chance on that one.
That was a major league slap shot right there. Puck still in the Massena zone, right across the goal mouth. Raiders move it ahead now to center ice. Seacott. His headman to DiAgostino, back to Seacott. Here he comes. Here's Seacott's shot. Save Jones. Rebound. And he gathers it in and then flips it on the side of Thompson. Back comes Salmon River the other way. Scotty Thompson ahead to Noah McDonald. A little bit too far. McDonald will chase it down in behind the net. It squirts free to Drew Wonky, though. And Wonky's going to skate it ahead, looking for the headman. And he kind of hit Northrup with it. Or Farmer, rather. Farmer gathers it back in. Has it knocked away. Wonky's broken his stick. Brockway takes it across into the Massena zone, taken out of the play nicely by Big Matt Gerard. Now Seacott has it behind the net, or excuse me, DiAgostino. Anthony loses it. They mack it in front. Here's a shot. McDonald fires it wide. Shamrocks are battling in front. Shot. Nice save. And the puck is underneath Hardy. And McDonald had a great opportunity, point-blank range. And the save is made, and there's going to be a penalty, I believe.
Yeah, and it's going to be against Bubba for holding. But Aaron Hardy just saved the fort right there, I'll tell you, from point-blank range. Giveaway, and number 99, Noah McDonald, from about 15 feet out to the right of Aaron Hardy, was going top side, short side, and had it labeled. Aaron Hardy made a great save to keep this a 2-1 hockey game. But as you mentioned, the Raiders picked up a penalty, and the Shamrocks on the power with 3:12 left.
Let's see, we've got O'Shea and Walsh out there. McDonald comes out with Chubb and Thompson on the power play. Cody Thompson and Tarbell at the point. So Salmon with all their guns out there on the power play. Puck in behind the net now. John Rochford with it. McDonald steps in front of the clearing. Bounces it back to Cody Thompson. Thompson goes to McDonald. Short side shot right across the goal mouth. Tarbell skates after it. He flips it in behind the net. John Rochford is going to gather it in. Flip it back to Benji Nightingale, who finds the hole and dumps it down the ice with a little help from Tim O'Shea. Cody Thompson back after it. Matt Jones, though, plays it ahead for Tarbell. Tarbell for Cody Thompson, almost knocked away, but Thompson skates. Here comes Dakota Thompson leading the attack, takes it in the zone, and dumps it in behind the net. Bouncing in the corner, Noah McDonald. He'll flip it around the other way to Scotty Thompson in the corner. Thompson back to Noah McDonald, left side of the goalie. McDonald flips it in behind for Chubb. Sean Chubb with it, into the corner to McDonald again. McDonald goes back to Tarbell at the point. Big John shot blocked. O'Shea back to Tarbell. Tarbell flips it into the circle. Picked up Thompson right in front of the shot. Big save by Hardy. All by himself with Chubb. Another point-blank shot and another save by Hardy on the errant clearing pass. Puck to the blue line. Cody Thompson. The save made. That may have been wide. Puck bounces into the corner. Around the boards, Tarbell flips it. Good power play by Salmon in front. Bouncing puck sits there. And finally, it's clear to the blue line. O'Shea has got a chance. Here comes Timmy O'Shea on Cody Thompson. Flips it across to Walsh. A bounce by, and Walsh picks it up. Here's Walsh with it in front to O'Shea. Deflects it in. Timmy O'Shea. And the Raiders go up 3-1. And O'Shea has a natural hat trick here at the beginning of the game.
A natural hat trick, and the Shamrocks were just storming the Raiders all over them. Shots coming from the point inside. Aaron Hardy, acrobatic in there, and one stop after another. Shots here, there, up and down. And the Raiders really being pressed. The Shamrocks all over them. The puck comes the other way, and Timmy O'Shea has it thrown across the slot. We'll see who gets the assist on that.
Justin Walsh.
Justin Walsh, his third assist. And O'Shea standing in front, redirected, just tipped it by Matt Jones.
3-1, Raiders lead. Here come the Shamrocks, dumped right back in their zone. That's going to be an offsides as the shot's right in on Matt Jones.
I tell you, those last three goals, and you called the second one, second Raider goal. That wasn't, they gave it to Jeffrey Day, Jerry.
Okay.
I gave it to Timmy O'Shea, but Jeffrey Day gets the goal. We'll wait and see if there's a change in that. Great pass by Justin Walsh, 9:46. The Shamrocks answered at 10:50. Cody Thompson, and at 13:13, Timmy O'Shea from Justin Walsh on a shorthanded goal.
Had the penalty may have elapsed. I'm not sure. Anyway, here's Buffum shot right on. Save made. Rebound, Big Meach. He can't get the shot up. It's poked away out the center ice. Buffum bangs at it. It's taken away by Swamp. He slides it in the Massena zone, but Buffum is back. Jeremy Buffum in his own end, rips it around the boards, not out of the zone. Wiley back in the corner, looks to center, right in front of the shot, and I think Hardy got a piece of it on the way by into the final minute of the first period. Boy, I'll tell you, we've seen all kinds of action. Here's Meacham ahead to Kerwin. Kerwin takes it across, overskates it, has it knocked away. Where is it? Shamrocks are going to clear it. Out to center ice, bouncing to Meacham. He slides it back ahead to the Salmon zone. Bounces in the zone. Cody Thompson off the bench to pick it up, wrap it around the boards. To the blue line, Meacham steps out, dumps it ahead, has it knocked away. He comes back for it, flips it ahead. And finally, it's picked up there by the Raiders. They try to come in the zone. Hard check thrown there on Hazel, and the puck slides to the Massena line, where it's picked up by Drew Wonky. Wonky bangs it off the boards and down the ice, and it trickles into the Salmon zone with about 10 seconds left in the period. Bouncing free to the blue line, bounces by everybody. Here comes Noah McDonald. It's poke checked away from him. 4 seconds, they got a man in front. Bounces free one, and it's up into the wall as the buzzer sounds. Raiders got a little sloppy toward the end of the period there, and almost gave up a chance. But the first period has ended, and we've seen a lot of action, enough action for some games in one period, and the Red Raiders lead it on the A1 TV and Appliance scoreboard on a score of 3-1. Broadcast on WMSA. Brought to you by Sullivan's Office Supply. Stop in and see old Tom Sullivan and the gang at Sullivan's Office Supply, 219 Center Street in Massena. Also by Reynolds Metals, St. Lawrence Reduction Plant. Working together, their quality shines through. By the Massena Savings and Loan, 121 Main Street in Massena. By Walsh Equipment, Bernie Avenue in Massena. By Coca-Cola, the makers of Powerade, sponsoring our Powerade Power Play and our Powerade Player of the Game. Paris Excavating and Environmental Control Corporation on the Massena-Winthrop Road. Homestead Dairies, located on West Hatfield and the corner of North Main and Maple with Main Street Meats and Deli. Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, downtown Massena. Seacom Federal Credit Union, 30 Stern Street, Massena. North Country Savings Bank, 22 Phillip Street, Massena. And Nationwide Insurance at 229 East Orva Street in Massena. All sponsors making our broadcast possible. Very exciting first period. The Raiders and the Shamrocks, both teams with numerous scoring opportunities. The Raiders cashed in on 3 of them. The Shamrocks on 1. Massena leads 3-1 after 1.
As you said, enough excitement for 5 or 6 games in that first period. Up and down, not a lot of hitting, but good solid when it was. Good solid clean hitting. Only 1 penalty in the period, and that coming to Massena. But just a very, very entertaining first period. The Raiders got on the board first at the 4:08 mark. Timmy O'Shea, his 19th of the year. Justin Walsh has been assisted on all 3 Raider goals, and they've been super. He's had a strong, strong first period. This was after it looked like the Shamrocks are going to have a glorious opportunity. They threw it back to Dakota Thompson. He kind of fanned on it, jumped over the stick, and the Raiders were able to. Walsh jumped on it and jumped out on a 2-on-1. And from as we looked at it, it didn't look like Timmy O'Shea played it well because he and Justin didn't separate. They kind of stayed together, and Justin kind of. I'm sure he wanted to tell him later, you got to separate. We create that the problems for that defenseman. But Walsh went in and undressed. He couldn't pass it to O'Shea. He was too close. He undressed the Salmon defenseman, got the shot off. Jones makes the save, and number 14 right there bangs in the rebound. Raiders led 1-0. And then at the 9:46 mark, another great play by Justin Walsh. He dug the puck out. He jumped on a loose puck behind the Salmon net. Threw it out in front, and both 8 and 14 were standing there. You called 8, I said 14. 8 got the goal, and Justin Walsh, Jeff Day, his 5th of the year. Justin Walsh picking up the assist, and then Shamrocks looked flat right then. 2 down, 2-0, and bingo, Raiders all over them. But they got that big goal at the 10:50 mark. Cody Thompson, after a Raider giveaway on the left side, Scotty Thompson jumped on it. He fired a shot over. It was a bullet, went over the top of Aaron Hardy and hit the back dasher and came right back out in front. And, as they talk about the sea party, everything seemed to part. And big Cody Thompson dropped down, big number 7 from that right point. And we've talked about it many times, if he doesn't have the hardest, he's got the next to the hardest shot in the NAC. He dropped down and he just blew the back of the net out. Aaron Hardy, I'm not even sure he saw it. We had trouble from up here. And that made it 2-1. Shamrocks then just got that shot of adrenaline all over Massena, simply all over them. And then the Massena picked up a penalty and added gasoline to the fire, and Aaron Hardy was acrobatic, had a couple of key saves in the Shamrock shot, a few of them wide. Looked like they're going to tie it up. Back come the Raiders. Justin Walsh digs out a puck along the boards, throws it out in front. Nobody's picking up number 14, Captain Timmy O'Shea. He just got the stick on it, redirected it. A little trickler by Matt Jones, and that's where we stand.
And that was a shorthanded goal. I was just looking at the penalty time. It would have been up at 13:30, and 13:13 was the time of the goal. So a shorthanded goal for the Raiders. Shots on net in the first period, Massena 11, Salmon River 8. That gives you an idea of how many chances there were. And I'll tell you, there were a lot of shots that didn't make it to the net or went wide or high. So a lot of offense in that first period. So we mentioned one penalty. Bubba Girard went off for holding at the 12-minute mark, but it was a shorthanded goal by Massena. And I guess, you want to kill penalties. That's the way to do it. One thing I want to mention, though, up until that point, Salmon River was applying all kinds of pressure in that power play. Boy, were they moving the puck around.
Moving it around, and the Raiders were running around out of, well, it's, say running around out of position. I guess the Shamrocks forced them, and tremendous pressure, and Massena couldn't get a handle on the puck, and if Aaron Hardy didn't make the save, it was just going wide or over the top of the net through the crease, and it seemed like only a matter of time before the Shamrocks were going to tie it up. But the Raiders were able to clear the zone and then cashed in on that opportunity. Justin Walsh, we said, has got assisted on all 3 goals, and that big line of Walsh, Day, and O'Shea have been hotter than the proverbial firecracker, since they've been together. It's just been burning up the league, and one game they had 12 points, and we're looking here 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they've got 6 here
in one period.
In one period. So, and the other combinations too. Clint Kerwin, we haven't seen a lot of him this year, but he's really been he's stepped up and. By not seeing a lot of him, he's been shifted around to various lines, and he was sick for a while. He's filling in for Mike Cameron on that Meacham DeRosa unit, and I'll tell you, he's had an excellent, every shift he's out there, he's been really sharp and made some nifty moves, turned the Salmon defense inside out a couple times, and of course the Ward line's played well, and the Farmer line has played well. Excellent first period for both clubs.
Absolutely. 3-1. Massena leads after 1. Let's go back to our WMSA studios. So we'll be back with the start of the second period shortly on the Spirit of the North Country.
Very entertaining first period, and only one penalty, so the flow was there. The continuity. Both clubs up and down. I think the Raiders had the better edge in play, in territorial play. The Shamrocks, after they scored that goal, but that came at the 10:50 mark, put on a spurt for 3 or 4 minutes, and right at the end they had another couple of good opportunities. But I would give the edge in territorial play to the Raiders, and it shows up on the score sheet and on the shots on goal.
That's right, shots 11-8 through one period, and the Raiders with some good opportunities, cashing in on 3 of them. Let's not sell the Shamrocks short, though. They had some pretty good opportunities. Aaron Hardy had a great first period, and a lot of those went over the net, around the net, beside the net. So both teams with scoring opportunities up and down the ice, and this has been a good game for the spectators. We got a good crowd here to watch it.
Raiders a little extra spring in their step here tonight, and the Shamrocks no slouches either. Here in this first period, we had, I think the first game ended 3-2-5 goals, and we've got 4 in the first period. Matt Jones probably hasn't had, as sharp a first period that he's had before. Maybe one of those 3 goals won't consider soft, but got between the 5-hole that I'm sure that Coach Plant would say he'd stop that one 99 out of 100 times.
It's going to be McDonald out there with Tarbell and Chubb to start for Salmon River. Dakota Thompson, of course, will be out there 1 point with Brad Wiley. Raiders, that Jeff Day line, Day, O'Shea, and Walsh. John Rochford and Benji Nightingale will be the 2 defensemen. Of course, Aaron Hardy will defend the goal to our right, and Matt Jones the goal to our left. We're ready to go, and we're underway in period number 2. Off the face-off to the Massena line, and it bounced over Rochford's, actually bounced off his skate up into the Salmon River bench, and we'll face it off again.
The Raiders with their traveling uniforms of red, mainly red, the red helmets and the blue pants, and the Shamrocks with those classy uniforms, white and black.
They indeed are very nice uniforms. Off the face, here's Rochford. He drops it into the Salmon zone. Wiley in behind the net. He's got Day on him, but skates it by him. Gets by O'Shea as well and gets knocked down. The puck bounces to Day to O'Shea. O'Shea skates it into the corner to Walsh, centering pass, and I think Jones got a piece of it with a goalie stick and knocked it away, and it bounces in behind the net. And after it there is Brad Wiley. He moves it out to center ice. Benji Nightingale dumps it right back in. He got nailed by Big John Tarbell right after he released the puck. Now Wiley with it, goes to Cody Thompson to the blue line, kept it at the point by Day to O'Shea in front. His shot right on. Jones kicks it into the corner. Day drops it for Walsh. Walsh looking, skates in front, short side shot. They bang at it, and we have a whistle as O'Shea ended up in the net. And I don't think the puck didn't make it in the net either. And he and Jones get up, and O'Shea pats him on the back, and I think we're going to have a line change.
Justin Walsh working from behind the net, looking someone to pass to, and the Shamrocks were concerned with Timmy O'Shea. Walked right out in front, got the shot off. The rebound came to O'Shea. He got the shot off, and Jones made the save.
Meacham out there to take the draw. It bounces right back to him, and he flips it in behind the net. Big Burns, that's Jimmy Burns with it, flips it around the boards, trying to go to Brockway. Burns has to come back after it as DeRosie gets a piece of it. Burns will flip it on the other side. Clint Kerwin steps in front of it. Goes back to DeRosie. DeRosie in behind the net, gets knocked down, but Kerwin will pick up the puck. Kerwin looking in front. Meacham, shot, score! Eric Meacham on a nice pass from behind the net, and Clint Kerwin will pick up the assist. Eric DeRosie the other assist, and the Raiders go up 4-1.
Beautiful pass by number 17, Clint Kerwin. He jumped on a loose puck in behind to the right of Matt Jones. Went behind the net, threw it out in front, and big number 22, the Cat, pounced on it and just one-timed it on the stick in the net. Went to the far side, stick side, right along the ice. The Raiders lead 4-1. Great pass by number 17, Clint Kerwin.
Big Meacham with it, flips it ahead. Meant for DeRosie, knocked away from him. Comes to Meacham at his own blue line. Tries to bang it ahead. Sits at the blue line. Meacham again gets a stick on it. And it trickles into the Salmon zone. Thompson trying to slide it out of there. It's stolen in front. Kerwin back to Meacham. Pulls the trigger. It's blocked. Bounces to the blue line out to center ice. Here comes Rufa with it. Skates by the check. It's going to be offsides, though, as Barkley bothering him. Slowed him up just enough, so the other Salmon forward was offside.
You mentioned that check, and we can't let it pass without mentioning big number 88, John Tarbell, as he just obliterated Benji Nightingale that shift before. Benji figured he got hit by a freight train. Tarbell's got to be 6'4" and probably 205.
Off the faceoff, Wonky a little problem with it in his own end. Rufa takes it, knocks it away to Scotty Thompson. Thompson in behind Farmers, bothering, centers it, and it bounces back to the blue line. Here's a shot blocked, and it actually deflected just wide. And it's kept in by Wiley to Rufa in behind. Rufa gets checked. The puck bounces free in the corner. Farmer after it. He can't control it. Scotty Thompson flips it back along the boards. DiAgostino just bangs it ahead to Seacott. Here comes Spanky with it. Spanky's got Farmer trailing. 2-on-1. Here's Spanky to Farmer, and I think Cody Thompson got it on the way by. Not a great pass anyway, and the puck comes out to center ice. Bubba Girard just flips it high in the air. It's going to go up into the Massena bench, and was that Ed Latham with the big grab?
Raiders a good opportunity to cash another one. Shamrocks putting on pressure. Raiders cleared the zone, and Eric Seacott and Shane Farmer broke away on a 2-on-1. And Eric, if he had to do it over again, would have shot that one because the Salmon defenseman played Farmer and stayed right with him. And Eric had the whole net to shoot at. He got in so low and was looking to pass all the way telegraph, and the Raiders never even got a shot off. But great opportunity by the boards. But that last goal at the 1:20 mark, it's going to be Eric Meacham, and Clint Kerwin's going to pick up one assist.
Probably DeRosie on the other. Bubba Girard now flipping it ahead. The day line out there for Massena. Out the net, center ice. Girard is there, flips it back in the Salmon zone. Walsh kicks it into the corner, but Noah McDonald will gather it in there. Raiders lead 4-1 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. O'Shea flips it around the boards. Chubb waiting for it. And it kind of goes by everybody, and the McDonald's going to skate it ahead to Big Tarbell. Here comes Tarbell busting in on Wonky. Tarbell takes it in behind. Wonky takes him into the boards, and Day picks up the loose puck. Good job, Drew Wonky. Day trying to move it out, knocked away. Puck bounces free, and it's back out to center ice. McDonald there. Wonky steps in front of him and flips the puck back inside Salmon territory. Jones clears it into the corner. Oh, big check. Day picks up the loose puck, bounces away. Comes to Walsh, bangs it in the corner. In behind the net, Brad Wiley going after it again. He flips it to Tarbell. Tarbell trying to move it ahead to McDonald, and it's out to center ice. Walsh throws a check. Ouch. And the puck trickles in the Massena zone. and it comes free to John Rochford. Rochford will go to Benji Nightingale, right back to Rochford. Raiders look up ice. They got a man breaking. Rochford didn't see him. That was O'Shea. Now he flips it ahead to O'Shea. Here comes Timmy O'Shea, lost his edge, trying to get back up again, gets knocked down. Following up is Jeffrey Day, takes it across. He's upended. The puck squirts into the corner. Wiley after it. He and O'Shea battle. O'Shea wins the battle, trying to center. McDonald intercepts. He's going to crank it around the boards. John Rochford keeps it in. Goes to Big Meacham in the corner. Meacham with it. He and Dakota Thompson spar. Pushing and shoving. Now Kerwin comes in. He gets upended. The puck squirts around the boards. Big John Rochford winds up. The shot is deflected into the wall. And we'll have a face-off out by the blue line.
Cody Thompson and Eric Meacham were sparring, as you said, along the boards behind Matt Jones. And the Raiders made a shift, and Clint Kerwin jumped on, and he jumped down into the forward.
He might say, I don't know why I did that.
Well, Thompson's pounding on Eric Meacham. All of a sudden, number 17. Thompson looks up. There's 17. He just flattens him. Where did he come from? And Clint, I'm sure, is sorry that he got into the mix.
Off the face-off, puck goes up into the stands. Benji Nightingale tried to dump it in the corner. Meacham line out there now for Massena. Noah McDonald, Scott Thompson, and who's the other forward? Pretty much mix and match lines for the Salmon team. Off the draw, Meacham flips it in front. It's going to trickle in, and Jones is going to cover it as Clint Kerwin was skating in on him. 10:38 and counting. Forgot to stop the clock. 10:35 now left in the second period. 4-1 Massena on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard.
Coach Bill Plant double shifting. Noah McDonald centering two lines, and Scotty Thompson playing the wing on one line and the center on the third unit. So those two guys are really getting a lot of work.
Off the face-off, Meacham broke his stick. He has to come back for one as the puck dumped in the corner. Here come the Shamrocks. Moving it out to center ice. Meacham is there to flip it right back in the Salmon zone. Thought Mel was playing with a broken stick there for a moment. Puck around the boards. Bounces right in front of the net, but is clear to the blue line out to center ice. In fact, it's going to go all the way back in the Massena zone. And John Rochford picks it up and flips it around the boards. Scotty Thompson looks to center. He's got a man in front. They score! Salmon River, Noah McDonald left by himself in front. The Raider defense kind of went to sleep for a second, and Shamrocks took advantage. It's 4-2 now, Massena.
I was just going to make a comment at the next break that the Shamrocks certainly are flat. They need a goal to pick themselves up, and they got one right there. Raider defenseman, Salmon dumped it out of their end, and Massena was hoping to get an icing. Johnny Rochford got it just before it crossed the goal line, ran it on the dasher, went around the dasher, and the Salmon forward got to it, and he just threw it out in front. And number 99, Noah McDonald was parked in there, and he just swung around and one time to low bullet and beat Aaron Hardy glove side low, and the Shamrocks have pulled within two.
Hazel flips it ahead down the ice, and he just got nailed after that by Dakota Thompson, but it's an icing, and the faceoff will move back in the Massena zone.
Big Cody Thompson. We talk about a freight train with John Tarbell. Well, there, Cody Thompson, it's a freight train with a couple of extra diesel engines. He's one solid customer. Here comes the announcement. It's going to be 99. Noah McDonald will get the goal, and probably on the assist, it might be Scotty Thompson.
Yeah, I think so. He's the guy who stopped the clearing. Here comes Massena breaking out. Hazel, head man pass, moves it ahead to Kellogg, back to Hazel. Here comes Hazel across, in on the off wing, centers one right on. Actually, he's trying to pass it, I believe, but it goes right on Jones, and he covers up and holds on for the faceoff.
9:43 left in the second period. Raiders opened the period with a two-goal lead and have maintained that. Each club picking up a goal here in the second period. The first one coming at the 1:20 mark, Eric Meacham, and here at the 4:58 mark, Noah McDonald with Scotty Thompson and number 9, Jason Brockway, picking up the other assist.
Joe Ward to take the draw for Massena against Noah McDonald. Comes back to the blue line, kept in at the point. Around the boards it goes, in behind Hazel with it. Hazel in the corner trying to flip it back there to Ward. Ward looking, knocks it to Hazel in the circle. He tries to slide it through, gets knocked down. Ward banging for it, but the Shamrocks will clear. 3-on-2, Sean Chubb. His pass goes to Dakota Thompson. Dakota Thompson short side trying to pass it, but it's knocked away, and the Raiders move it back the other way. Here's Kellogg. Kellogg skates it to the red line, dumps it in the zone, bounces to Ward. He has it knocked away, and it's back out to center ice. Bouncing ahead for O'Shea as the Raiders change lines. Here's O'Shea busting in on the left wing side. He and Tarbell go together. O'Shea skates away. Here's O'Shea into the slot. Backhander. Oh, just missed, not by much. And the Shamrocks look to clear and out to center ice. No, it didn't get out of the zone. Here's O'Shea again. Dipsy Doodles tries to go to Day, intercepted. Day gets it back again. Skates in front. Jeff Day shot. Save Jones. Rebound turning around Walsh. His shot is blocked. It comes to Day in the corner. He gets it knocked away. Walsh bigging for it with Wiley. And Wiley's going to come away with a puck. And here comes Brad Wiley. Headman pass. Intercepted. Bubba Gerard. He's going to skate across. Here's Gerard. Nice drop pass to Walsh. Walsh in front to Day. Can't pull the trigger. Comes in the corner to Day. Day digging for it. Trying to skate it through some traffic. Knocked away. Wonky. Does he keep it in? No, he doesn't. He has to come back out. Flips it ahead. Delay offsides on Massena. Raiders clear. Cody Thompson. He's going to dump it. Doesn't clear the zone. Walsh shot. Score! Justin Walsh, and the Raiders go up 5-2 on a weird goal.
Cody Thompson just totally out of gas right there, just trying to get an icing as you'd want him in that situation, deep in his own end, behind the goal line. Just wound up and was going to try to clear the zone, and he hit Justin Walsh about 20 feet out in front of Matt Jones, and Walsh wasn't sure where it was. It hit him on the pants, and he spun around and one time the shot, and it went right along the ice and just inside the far goal post. Just a bad mistake by the Shamrocks and a great opportunity jumped on by the Raiders' Justin Walsh.
Almost bad luck. It's one of those situations. He was doing what you're supposed to do. It just didn't work out. 5-2, Raiders lead. All kinds of offense in this hockey game. And the puck in the corner. Salmon zone. Swamp with it. Trying to move it out. He gets tied up. Here comes DeRozzi, skates in front, shot short side, the save made. No, it went in the net, but it's been waved off, and they'll face it off left side.
Eric DeRozzi picked up a loose puck in the corner and worked his way right out in front, got a great shot off. Jones made the save, but DeRozzi paid the price after because he was converged on by about 3 Salmon River Shamrocks, and big number 20, Jimmy Swamp, gave him a big lick from behind there and just flattened him. But great move by Eric DeRozzi, and you got to pay the price to be a good hockey player, and Eric paid it right there. Didn't get the goal, but good move by Eric DeRozzi.
Off the faceoff, big Meacham in there. Has the puck in the corner, knocked away, comes to the blue line. Benji Nightingale flips to DeRozzi, trying to skate by some traffic. Has it knocked away. Comes to McDonald, poke check by DeRozzi in behind. Here's a chance in front. Kerwin trying to center Meacham, didn't get to him, and the Shamrocks break out. Here comes Thompson, big Scotty with it, flips it inside Massena territory. DeRozzi back after it. He goes to John Rochford. Rochford skates it ahead. Here's Rochford. Backhand pass goes to Kerwin. Kerwin takes it in the cross. Here's Kerwin with it, trying to center. It knocked away, comes to the blue line out to center ice. There's going to be a foot race for it. Here comes, nice play by Rochford, getting back on Scotty Thompson, breaking that up. And now the bouncing puck comes in front, cleared into the corner by Kerwin. Good play. Rochford, I'll tell you, you saw some skating ability right there. Thompson centers it in front, knocked away. Good defensive play made by Massena. And Meacham just tomahawks it down the ice, and that'll be an icing. And that Raider line was out of gas, but John Rochford was probably, 3 strides behind Scotty Thompson breaking in, and he caught him.
Great job by Johnny Rochford. Jerry, we've got 6:45 left in this second period, and we've only had 1 penalty up to this point. And both these clubs have been hitting good, solid checks out there, but the checks have been clean, and the officials are letting them play.
Of course, Salmon River not known for taking a lot of penalties. I don't know if I can say that about Massena, though. Off the faceoff, puck still in the Massena zone, right across the goal mouth, but Hardy sticks it away, out of trouble. Spanky Seacott picking it up. Behind his net, goes to Barkley. He's got some room, starts it ahead, goes to Farmer. Nice headman pass, and it's DiAgostino trying to split the D. Here's Anthony, and he's lost his edge. Oh, that's a tough break. Puck goes in the corner. He still battles for it to the blue line, but it bounces out to center ice. Barkley just shovels it back in the Salmon zone. Raiders have to get on sides. Shamrocks pick it up, dump it free to the Massena line. Picked up there by the Massena D. Right back out again it goes. Salmon River zone. Back it comes to Barkley. Barkley has it knocked away. They bang at it, and it comes into the Massena zone. Seacott throws the check. Bouncing puck still there. Scotty Thompson right in front. They had a man, didn't get it to him. And DiAgostino ahead to Seacott. Here comes Seacott from the red line, just dumps it as Massena wants a line change and gets that Day line back out there. Raiders lead it 5-2 as the Shamrocks ice the puck. Trying to make a breakout pass, didn't connect. And on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard, it's Massena 5 and Salmon 2 with 5:36 left in period number 2.
And that 5th Massena goal, the 6:51 mark, is 12th of the year. Justin Walsh, and just a great opportunist on that one. They gave Jeff Day an assist on that, and I don't know how they could, because Cody Thompson's a guy that tried to clear the zone. But we'll keep Jeffrey on with that assist, because he's played a super game here in the first 2 periods.
Nice job by Gerard keeping it in. Has it knocked away and bounced by him. Uh-oh, Drew Wonky lost his edge. Here comes Tarbell, busting in on the left wing side. Skates in front, big save by Hardy. Oh, big save by Hardy. Timmy O'Shea back after it. And Day picks it up. Here's Day over skates. Here's Chubb with a centering pass. And this time Wonky takes Tarbell out of the play, and the Raiders go back the other way. Now Day gets knocked down, and the puck goes into the Salmon zone. And around the boards it goes. Cody Thompson to Chubb. Chubb doesn't clear. Day keeps it in. Now it's poke checked away by Chubb. Comes to the Massena line. Right back to the Salmon line. Right back to the Massena line. Bubba Gerard picks it up. He's going to bang it ahead to O'Shea. Bounces away from him, but Day is there. He has it taken away by Noah McDonald. McDonald slides it down the ice into the Massena zone. They're going to wave the icing off. And Drew Wonky will rip it around the boards for Timmy O'Shea. O'Shea just directs it out to center ice. Intercepted. Dumped back in the zone. Gerard after it. Takes it out of his own end. Headman pass to Walsh. Walsh looking for the breaking. O'Shea's got him. Here comes Timmy O'Shea. Skates in front. Shot, score! There's the hat trick for O'Shea. And the Raiders go up 6-2. Guess who assisted?
Oh, I'll tell you, Timmy O'Shea's got the hat trick. Justin Walsh is just having a super game here. What a pass that was. And again, you go without the puck. The puck is on the right side, right at the red line on the far side, and there's a whole congregation of red and white shirts over there. And on the left side, without the puck, number 14 goes. He breaks behind the weak side defenseman. Justin Walsh threw a pass across. Just a beautiful pass, led him perfectly. O'Shea goes right down the middle, goes to the backhand, and beats Matt Jones on the glove side.
Here's Big Meacham in front, cranks it up. Score! And I think it was deflected by Kerwin in front, and all of a sudden it's 7-2.
It deflected, and if he hit it, Clint Kerwin's going to get the goal. Big Meach cranked it up from the top of the circle on the left-hand side at all kinds of time. Just a bolt down there, and Clint Kerwin standing off of Matt Jones' right, hit him and into the net, and the Raiders lead 7-2, and they've got 2 in here in a hurry, I'll tell you. And our stat man is working fast and furious. 12 seconds between those 2 goals, as Brian indicates. 2 quick ones, and the Raiders up by 5.
In fact, I was listening to you describing the previous goal. Puck bounces into the Massena zone. John Rochford with it, flips it in the corner for Meacham. Meacham along the boards, doesn't get it out. Here's Cody Thompson's shot, and Hardy. No, it got through! Hardy made the save, I thought, and somehow it got through, and that makes it 7-3.
Well, Aaron thought he did too, and I was just going to comment about making the big save at the right time. Just prior to that, those Raiders' last 2 goals, when the Raider defenseman fell down, Big John Tarbell broke in on the left side. Aaron Hardy makes the key save at the right time, and that's what the Raider goaltending had been doing here in the last 6, 7, 8 games, and he made a big save there. Aaron would like to have that one back. A shot, a wrist shot, a weak one from the point. Had all kinds of room to look at it. Went down and tried to glove it hole for face-off, and somehow he didn't squeeze it and off the glove between the pads.
Here comes Salmon in front, deflected. It bounces around. Where is it? It's in behind the net. Benji Nightingale wraps it around the boards. Hazel has it knocked away. Ward, and out to center ice it goes. Kellogg trying to come up with it. He does. Here's Kellogg across. But it's poke checked out to center ice. Shamrock's back the other way. Here's Brockway. McDonald way ahead of the play, and offsides will be called. 3:24 remaining in the second period. Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard says 7-3 for Massena.
Still a 4-goal lead, but when you're playing the Shamrocks in their backyard, you know, you had them down by 5-7-2, and you give up one late in the period like that. But, you know, Aaron Hardy's been playing super here in these first 2 periods, and he'd like to have that one back.
Puck hits the side of the net. Hardy covers it up and will hold on for the faceoff.
That last Cody Thompson is going to get that goal, his second of the evening, and Scotty Thompson is going to pick up the assist, and let's see, that would make Cody's 11th and 12th goal. He's had 2 here tonight. He came in with 10 goals and 18 assists and brought the Shamrocks within 4.
Face-off in the Massena zone. Scott Thompson against Jeff Day. Off the face-off comes to Arquette. He cranks it up. He hit his own man with a shot. Raiders don't clear. Here's Thompson again, shot. Hardy makes the save that time and holds on. And boy, he got that pad out just in time on the quick wrist shot by Scotty Thompson.
The Shamrocks won the draw cleanly back to the point, and number 11, that's Aaron Arquette, got the shot off, hit something in front. The Raiders were breaking out. Bingo goes right to Thompson. He fires a wrist shot. Good save by Aaron Hardy.
Off the face-off, Day gets it right back again, takes it behind the net. Doesn't clear the zone, bounces to Rufa. He goes back in again. Here's Hearn with it, has it knocked away, but he throws the check, and Barkley picks up the puck. Barkley's pass, knocked down in front, they get a man free, score! And the Shamrocks make it 7-4 on a giveaway by Massena defense.
Big number 15 for the Shamrocks. That's Adam Rufa. He pulls them within 3 with 2:53. As you mentioned, a giveaway in the Raider end. Raiders a little lax on that, and the puck comes right out to big number 15, parked about 15 feet in front of Aaron Hardy, and he got off a quick shot and beat Aaron Hardy right between the pads through the 5-hole, and the Shamrocks with 2 late goals have pulled within 3. I tell you, this one has got everything, a little bit of everything, all kinds of excitement. The only thing it doesn't have, and which I'm glad to see, not a lot of penalties, but a lot of goal scoring.
A lot of goal scoring. We've seen good defensive plays at times. We've seen very poor defensive plays like that one. Raiders, Walsh just flips it ahead. It's going to trickle in on Jones, and he'll stick it. O'Shea steals and scores! Oh, my goodness. Matt Jones went to clear it ahead right on the stick of Timmy O'Shea, and he put it in the empty net. And now the Raiders have their 8th goal. And you said we've seen everything. Well, we hadn't seen that yet.
We haven't seen that one, and I'll tell you, that I don't know if I can describe it. The Shamrocks putting on pressure. The Raiders just clearing the zone. They dump it out. And I think it was Cody Thompson going back for the puck, but number 14, Mr. Guts and Hustle, he's racing to, and Jones comes out of the net all kinds of time. He goes to clear it out of the zone. He hits Timmy O'Shea, and from a tough angle, O'Shea puts it in behind Matt Jones, restores that, 9-4?
8-4.
8-4.
4-goal lead.
4-goal lead.
Puck bounces out to neutral ice, still bounces around. Here comes Big Tarbell with it. Meacham back on him. Bubba Girard throws a check. Tarbell stays with it, moves it ahead, and it bounces to the blue line, not out. Here's Tarbell again, but we have a whistle. And what do we got?
We got our second penalty of the game. I think it's going to go to Sean Chubb for tripping, and the Raiders are going to go on a power play. Let's see if I can go back and recap that last goal, that Timmy O'Shea's goal. Raiders had dumped it out of the zone to relieve the pressure, and Cody Thompson and looked like he was going to go back and pick it up, but Timmy O'Shea put the burners on, so the goaltender, Matt Jones, came out. I'll get it, and I'll clear it out of the zone. And when he did, he hit Timmy O'Shea about 30 feet out in front of the net. The puck bounced behind Matt Jones. O'Shea jumped on it, and from a tough angle, slid it into the open net.
Off the face-off. The puck goes into the Massena zone. Raiders on the power play here. 2:11 left in the second period. 8-4 on the Bob Post State Farm Insurance scoreboard. That was an offside, so I'll tell you, this has just been amazing.
A little bit of everything, and it's been very enjoyable. I tell you.
How about a lot of everything?
A lot of everything. It's been something here in these first 2 periods.
Off the face-off, John Rochford gathers it in, flips it over to Benji Nightingale. Nightingale skates it ahead, goes to O'Shea. Massena, as we mentioned, on the power play. O'Shea breaks in, into the zone, looking to set it up. Here's O'Shea. You know, there's got to be a bad spot over on that side. I've seen quite a few players trip. Here's Benji Nightingale. Goes back to O'Shea in the circle. O'Shea, cross-ice pass. Rochford's right on. And now there's pushing and shoving. There's going to be penalties.
I think that's Cody Thompson. It could be Justin Walsh that will pick up the penalty. The Johnny Rochford had dropped down from his left point. Timmy O'Shea and Benji Nightingale playing tic-tac-toe with it. The shot came from a tough angle. Johnny Rochford dropped down. The pass came across. He got the shot off. Jones made the save. And Justin Walsh and Cody Thompson had a little sparring match off to the right of Jones, and they'll each pick up a penalty.
Slashing on Walsh, and Thompson will get a roughing call, I'm sure.
That last Massena goal coming at the 12:21 mark, just 14 seconds after Adam Rufa's goal, unassisted, and that's Timmy's 3rd of the night and his 21st of the year.
Wait a minute here. Did Walsh pick up? They got 2 minutes up there on Walsh.
Double minor is probably what they...
But it should be a minute and a half, because the other minute and a half would match with Cody Thompson.
Well,
there we go. Yeah, that's what it was. Walsh picked up a double minor, apparently, and Thompson will pick up the single roughing call. And so that'll make it 4-on-4 for the next 56 seconds, and the Shamrocks will have a power play.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that is. Why wouldn't they put up the double minor in 3 minutes, I guess?
Well, because the matching's washed.
That's right.
Because there's already a man in the box.
Okay.
So the matching minors wash, and Justin picked up the second one for slashing, or a double minor. So the other minute and a half will go up there.
You got it. Good explanation.
I think. That'd be my guess anyway. Not being privy to the conversations going on down there right now.
Again, not many penalties, but a couple here in the late going.
And coming in to serve, is that Kellogg will step into the box to serve the minute and a half. Okay. Face
4-on-4, we know that.
Right. 4-on-4 for the next 56 seconds. Meacham out there with DeRosie, Gerard, and Barkley. Off the face-off, Bubba has to flip it in the corner. He wanted to tee that big one up, but he couldn't. In behind him, Meacham's going to wrap it around, gets a shot. Save is made by Jones. Nobody picked up Meacham, and he kind of just shimmied around in front, but Jones had the post covered.
Yeah, there wasn't anybody, there wasn't a red shirt in front, big 22 cruising in behind, but the Shamrocks had formed that protected shield out in front, but looking for somebody cruising in there and just let him work his way right out from behind the net.
Big Tarbell takes the puck off the faceoff to the blue line. Barkley tees it up. His shot right on. Rebound. Meacham pounces on it. Can't get the shot off. Here's Meacham in the corner. Trying to go to DeRosie. Bouncing puck in behind. And it's going to be Tarbell. He's going to bang it to the blue line. Barkley keeps it in. Here's Tarbell. He's going to break it out again. Meacham and Tarbell go together. And Meacham comes away with a puck. Flips it ahead for DeRosie. Back to Meacham. Intercepted. Thompson. Thompson's pass. Intercepted. Here comes Bubba. Bubba, nice pass to DeRosie. DeRosie winds up, and we got a delay penalty. Yep. It's going to go against Salmon, I believe. And I didn't see that. I think it was a retaliation by Tarbell. I'm not sure what he did, though.
Might be an interference call. We'll wait and see. But Eric DeRosie just shaking his head down there. Bubba Gerard gained the zone through a pass across rink wide to Eric all alone on the other side. As he went to wrist it, somehow the gremlins in the puck did a little dance. And
there's a bad spot over there on that side. I've seen quite a few players stumble over there, and now the puck took a funny bounce.
We'll use that as the excuse.
1:03 left in the period. Raiders lead 8-4 on the Bopo State Farm Insurance scoreboard. 17 seconds left in the first Salmon penalty, 49 in the Massena penalty, and now another penalty up for Salmon.
Well, we only had one through a period and 3/4, and we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here in the late going.
Meacham and Chubb go into the corner. They kind of nullify each other. Meacham comes up with it, though. Goes to O'Shea, top of the circle. Centers Meacham. Oh, he didn't miss by much. Pass in behind Rochford. He pinches in the corner. Tries to flip it to Meacham. Meacham, there's one penalty up. Salmon gets a man back, and the puck bounces to the blue line and out to center ice. Rochford gathers it in. Here's Rochford at his own blue line. Flips it ahead to Meacham. Meacham to O'Shea. O'Shea takes it in right wing side. Here's O'Shea in front. Can't get the shot off. Gets knocked down. Salmon back the other way. Here come the Shamrocks. Dumping it in the zone. That's going to be an icing because it's 4-on-4 right now. And I think Scotty Thompson didn't realize that, and he dumped it down the ice. There's 8 seconds left in the Massena penalty, the double minor, or half of the double minor.
Jerry, if you would have asked me before the game, how do you think the outcome's going to be? I'd say close and low scoring.
That's what I would have thought.
How wrong I am.
When was the last time Matt Jones gave up 8 goals?
Probably totally in his last 10 games. Let's see, he hasn't given up too many this year.
He's given up 2 a game. Off the faceoff, Drew Wonky cranks it up, bounces in front, the save, and Jones covers up. 17 seconds left in the second period, 8-4. The Raiders are leading. Now they've got to get something straight about the penalties, I think.
Matt Jones has only given up the 18 goals in the 9 games prior to this, so his goals against and his save percentage are going to take a pounding after tonight's game. But I tell you, the Raiders have been on fire here and jumping on every opportunity. They've got that extra jump in their gate, and they pull away, but give the Shamrocks credit.
They haven't given up, that's for sure.
They haven't given up, and they'll come back and get 2 quick ones, and then there's a turnover, and the Raiders capitalize on it. They make one, a turnover in their end, and the Shamrocks capitalize on it. So we're in for a wild and woolly third period, I do believe.
It's one of those games where everything goes in the net.
And I look down below us, and Coach Bill Plant and Assistant Coach Joey Phillips look awful, I don't know what the word I'm looking for, perturbed, I guess.
17 seconds left. Meacham will take the face-off against Noah McDonald when they get the penalties straightened out. I think they have now. 3 seconds left in the Massena penalty, and Kellogg will get out on the ice. Walsh has to serve the whole 3 minutes, but Massena won't be down. And the Raiders will go on the power play here in a moment. But the Shamrocks control it. Here's Rufa into the Massena zone. Trying to go by Barkley. And there's going to be a penalty on Massena. They're going to call holding. That's a questionable call right there.
And again, Wayne Umel, an excellent official, trailing the play on the. He's 105 feet away, and Mel Tamalti right on the play on the strong side, 15 feet away. And I thought young Mr. Barkley, Adam Barkley, made a great play on Adam Rufa going down that side, but referee Wayne Umel elected to see it otherwise, and the Raiders picking up a penalty here with just 7 seconds left in the period. Big face-off to the right of Aaron Hardy here with 7 seconds.
Meacham will take the draw against Noah McDonald. 4-on-4 for the remainder of this period.
I wonder if the Shamrocks are considering pulling their goaltender with 7 seconds, but
hey, the way pucks have been going in the net here, I don't think they want to.
I know I'd want to have big number 7, or is he in the box?
Yeah,
he's in the box.
Off the face-off. Raiders win the draw and move it out to center ice. Here comes a foot race for it. 4 seconds. DeRosie picks it up. Here's DeRosie, poke checked away by Burns. Good play by Burns to break up a good scoring chance by Massena right at the buzzer. And so we thought the first period was wild and woolly. This was above and beyond that. And after 2 periods, the Raiders are leading Salmon River 8-4. Broadcast tonight brought to you by Nationwide Insurance at 229 East Orvis Street in Massena. North Country Savings Bank, 22 Phillips Street in Massena.
Not as strong state champions last year, but they knocked off Massena down in Rochester. But I think we both agree that that was the Raiders' real bottomed out point of the year. They just didn't have it that weekend. Lost to Greece and to Bishop Timon, and since then have made great strides and been bounding back. But the Raiders would certainly like to avenge that, but they've got to get by. And the siren is indicating that we're just moments away from the third period. Both clubs back out on the ice. The Raiders defending the goal to our right, which I guess you could call it the north end. And the Shamrocks will defend the goal to our right. The south end is kind of on a north-south axis, I guess you can call it. We're here on the west side in our vantage spot right above center ice area. Big, huge press box up here and great vantage spot. Both clubs, well, at least the Raiders, clustered around goaltender Aaron Hardy, and the Shamrocks now making their way down. I don't know if young Matt Jones is going to be replaced. I think he is.
Is that Garrett Cree coming in? I'm not sure. I can't tell.
Pick out that number. It looks like
Jones looks like 35. It's coming out.
It is Cree. Yeah.
Okay, Garrett Cree will go in to replace Matt Jones, and that's probably, well, who knows? Matt's not having one of his better games, that's for sure.
No, we talked about the great poise of that young man, and I'm sure Coach Plant wants to look for the rest of the season. He's got the sectionals coming up, and Matt's had a tough first 2 periods. Not all of those goals were his fault by any means. The Raiders, but that one that he tried to clear it right into Timmy O'Shea has probably taken some of the steam out of him, and I think it's a good move by Coach Plant to make a change here.
Well, at least, he won't have to be traded to Colorado or anything.
And they are warming up Garrett Cree. And this, Garrett said Shamrocks, like the Raiders, carrying 3 goaltenders along with Matt Jones and Garrett Cree. Jared Gray is the 3rd goaltender, and Jones has started 10 games, and Cree and Gray have each started 5. So that's a good blend, a good mix for Coach Plun. As I said, he wants to get all 3 of them sharp for the sectionals, which will be coming up and not too far. Jerry,
well,
maybe
that's right.
touch on that.
A week from next Tuesday, the Division II sectionals will start. And what they do is they take the 8 teams, and number 8 plays at number 1, number 7 at number 2, number 6 at number 3, and number 5 at number 4. And the winners will advance to Thursday's semifinals, the high remaining seed playing the low remaining seed. And then on Saturday, of course, the sectional final will be played at Cheel Arena. Now, in Division I, there are only 3 teams, and as a result of that, there's 1 semi on Wednesday. It'll be Potsdam and Massena. We know that much. If Massena can hold on here and win or tie, then it would be Massena hosting Potsdam. If the Shamrocks come back and win, and Potsdam wins in Canton, then we'd have to wait until next Wednesday to see what happens when Potsdam plays Massena at Massena. But right now, the Raiders have a 4-goal advantage. 8-4 the score as we get ready to start the 3rd period. We'll be skating 4-on-4 to start the 3rd. 27 seconds left in the Salmon penalty, 1:23 in the Massena penalty to Adam Barkley.
Looking at big 96 for the Shamrocks. Jimmy Burns, I don't know if he played the first game down to Massena, but he's a package and a half.
He's had a pretty good game, too. He's made some good defensive plays.
He looks like he's as solid as an oak tree out there. Looks like about 5'11", and good solid 190, 195, and package and a half. And Benji Nightingale is faced up across. Benji's still looking for number 88, who just whacked him in that 2nd period and just sent him flying.
All righty, they're getting the penalty time straight, or trying to, and 8-4 is the score in favor of Massena, and we'll start this 3rd period 4-on-4. Again, the last we heard, Potsdam was leading Canton 1-0. A couple of minutes into the 2nd period.
Raiders coming into this game were scoring about 4.5 goals, actually 4.6 goals a game. Well, they've kicked that average up somewhat here with 8 markers through 2 periods.
Now, wait a minute here. Oh, there we go. We're just going to change up as Burns comes off and Sean Chubb comes out there.
Yeah, they replaced that oak tree with a smaller version. I'll tell you, they don't lose much when 77, Sean Chubb, and he's having an outstanding year. He's had 13 goals and 18 assists for 31 points for the Shamrocks so far.
Off the face-off, Timmy O'Shea. O'Shea takes it across. He and Chubb go together. O'Shea skates in front, and finally Chubb poked it away at the last second. And back comes Salmon River, Scotty Thompson, and he gets it out to neutral ice, goes by O'Shea as Day broke his stick. Here's Chubb in front. He's got room. He scores! Right up over the shoulder of Aaron Hardy. And now it's 8-5 as the Shamrocks get one early in the period. I'm sure that's what they wanted to do.
Oh, boy, you can't get one quicker than that in 20 seconds. A great pass by number 99 to number 77, Noah McDonald. 2 Raiders try to check McDonald at the center ice, and they kind of try to stick check him. He went right around him and created a 3-on-2 odd man rush. McDonald going down the right side, drew the defenseman. Nice little feathered diagonal pass, and Chubb it right in the middle. Had all kinds of time. He didn't tee it up. He wristed a bullet up over the left shoulder of Aaron Hardy, and the Shamrocks within 3.
Here comes O'Shea stepping across the blue line, dumps it in the corner, gets it back again. He's got Day in front, shot. Cree makes the save and holds on. Didn't see it, but held on for the face-off.
Quick shot by Timmy O'Shea. Jared Cree in the right spot at the right time, but he was down on his knees, made the save. The puck bounced up over his head. He didn't know where it was. He just froze in that same motion. The puck came right back down into his glove. Look what I found.
Face-off left side in the Salmon zone. Off the draw comes the big Tarbell in the corner. He flips it around to Scotty Thompson to the blue line, not out. Benji Nightingale shoots one. Deflected right on. Oh, just wide as Day got a piece of it. And I think we're going to have a man in the crease, though. So that would not have been a goal had it gone in.
We mentioned...
Oh, no, wait a minute. Excuse me. It's the net was knocked off. Okay.
Big 77 for the Shamrocks, pulling them within 3. His, let's see, his 14th goal of the year. And Scotty Thompson picking up the assist. I think 99 is also, you got to get an assist on there. That's They didn't announce it, but it's 99.
Noah McDonald.
McDonald.
Yeah. So now the Raiders killing a penalty. They're on Salmon on the power play for 40 seconds. Brad Wiley with the puck. Meacham and DeRosie out there. Gerard and Wonky. Wonky has the puck. Flips it back in the Salmon zone. McDonald with it. From the red line, dumps it in the Massena zone. In behind the net. In the corner, DeRosie with it. Takes it in behind. Flips it over on the other side. Drew Wonky ahead to Meacham, who just deflects it down the ice. 15 seconds left in the power play. 8-5, Raiders leading by 3. We're in the third period. Here comes Salmon back the other way again. Chubb with it, over skates. Now it bounces high in the air as everybody goes after it. Meacham looks for it. He can't come up with it. Scotty Thompson does and dumps it in the corner. Puck in behind the net. Bubba Gerard after it. Flips it around the boards to the blue line. No, didn't quite make it to the blue line. Gerard will follow and dump it down the ice. That's going to be an icing as the penalty as he lapsed. And Bubba shakes his head and says, oh, a little bit of a mistake there. But the faceoff will move back in the Massena zone with 13:25 left in the period. On the Corky's Collision scoreboard, Raiders lead Salmon 8-5.
These two clubs hooked up way back on December 11th. Seems longer than that, but back in Massena, the Shamrocks coming away with a 3-2 win with scoring the winning goal in the third period.
Here's Thompson's shot. Save made, rebound, and Hardy has it covered up as Jake Swamp in there just banging at it.
Listen, I want to give any goaltender, and Aaron Hardy's got the chore tonight, when big number 7 back in that point winds up, I would just want to run and hide behind the net because his shot, it's
a bullet.
It's a bullet, and it's a heavy shot. It's one of those shots, I mean, it hurts. I don't care how much pad you got on, it hurts.
Meacham takes the face-off, wins it 2. The Massena defenseman Drew Wonky rips it around the boards. Raiders look to move it out to center ice. It bounces off a couple of bodies. DeRosie with it. He overskates. Bounces to the Salmon zone. And back to the Massena zone. Wonky is there to bang it back inside the Salmon zone. We got a penalty. And it's going to go against Salmon. At first I thought it was Massena, but it's going to be an elbow. Now I know why Drew Wonky went down.
Yeah, I think big number 20 is that Jimmy Swamp that's going to pick up the penalty. We'll wait and see who makes his way to the box. And it is an elbowing call. It is Jimmy Swamp who's going to pick it up.
It's only one of the first or second times he's been out on the ice.
And Coach Plante can't be happy with that. You know, you're trailing by 3. You just got the last goal, and you want to carry the momentum. You don't want to be killing penalties, and that was a foolish penalty. Happened to center ice. And
Raiders on the power play off the faceoff. Barkley goes to Bubba. Bubba back in the corner. DeRosie back to Bubba. He tees it up. The shot. Right on, save made, rebound, DeRosie in the corner. Trying to get it back again, but it's shoveled down the ice. Nice save there by Garrett Cree.
Good save, but the Raiders had no traffic in front. You know, these goaltenders will stop those every time. You got to create some traffic.
Back the other way comes Massena, and it's dumped into the zone, and around the horn it goes. DeRosie over skates. Shamrocks pick it up and move it out. Here's Noah McDonald into the Massena zone. Well, he almost got by, not quite. Bouncing puck, Scotty Thompson. Centers it in front, but it's knocked away. Comes to O'Shea. O'Shea slides it, doesn't clear the zone. Raiders are on the power play, but Salmon putting a little pressure on now. And finally it bounces out to center ice. O'Shea can't catch up with it. Cody Thompson dumps it back in the zone. Barkley after it. Barkley has it taken away. Comes to Chubb. Chubb flips it in behind the net. Gerard, head man to Day. Day steps by a check and starts it out. Here comes Day with it across the blue line. Lost his edge, and it's dumped back out to center ice. Nightingale with it. Goes over to John Rochford. Rochford steps across the blue line, cranks it up. Garrett Cree makes a save and sticks it in behind the net. Cody Thompson rips it around the boards, and down the ice it goes. And that'll take care of the penalty. The Raiders ineffective, to say the least, on that power play. Here's Jeff Day with it, doesn't clear the zone. Brockway has it knocked away, comes to O'Shea. O'Shea in his own end now, dipsy doodles, and starts out. Here's O'Shea stepping by one check, by another, to Day, bounces over his stick. Nightingale, Walsh, back in front, Day, he deflects it, doesn't go on. Bouncing puck, here come the Shamrocks out to center ice. Rochford is there, skates it ahead into the Salmon zone. Picked up by the Shamrocks, they bounce it out to center ice. Benji Nightingale ahead to Jeffrey Day. Day Goes to Rochford, busting by, and offsides. Yeah, that's the offsides, as it was poke checked right at the blue line, and the face-off will move outside. 10:51 left, third period. Raiders maintain the 8-5 lead now in the third period on the Corky's Collision scoreboard.
Mentioned that line of Day, Walsh, and O'Shea having a hot game with 12 points. Well, according to my calculations, unofficially, that line has had 13 points in this through 2 periods, 6 goals and 7 assists. And I think Justin Walsh has got a radar in his stick tonight. I'll tell you, he's putting him right on the tape.
Off the face-off, Arquette with a puck for Salmon, moves it ahead to the Massena line. Bubba Girard is there. Backhander doesn't clear the zone. Here's Scotty Thompson. Thompson dumps it in behind the net, has it knocked away, comes to DeLuca, side of the net. He's bodied by Drew Wonky, and the puck comes to Farmer. He tries to poke it free. They center it back to the blue line. It's bounced to Bubba. Bubba starts it out. This time he's going to carry it out. Here's Girard taking it across, centers it, knocked down in front, comes back to the blue line, and back the other way. Scotty Thompson, he's got DeLuca with him. Thompson trying to go by, bounces it right in front. Here's the chance. It sits in the circle. And finally, Massena picking it up, moving it ahead, but not out of the zone. Dumped in behind the net. Scotty Thompson with it. Looks to center. Hit the side of the net with it. Drew Wonky flips it around the boards and out to center ice. Picked up there by Aaron Arquette. Arquette with it. Backhands to the Massena line. Out to center ice again. Drew Wonky. He'll skate it. He trying to flip it ahead, takes it across himself, and then dumps it in the corner. Dumped right back out. Dumped right back in. Dumped right back out. Down the ice, that'll be an icing call against Salmon River. 9:37 remaining, third period. Raiders lead 8-5.
Little things department. Bubba Girard, an error in judgment, I think, on Big Bubba. You're leading by 3. Bubba jumped into the rush, led the rush that time. The Raiders didn't get caught with no one back there because Eric Seacott realized that. He was motioned. He got back there, but he's not a defenseman. Shamrocks come right back down and have a good opportunity. It all started with Bubba jumping into the rush there. He doesn't want to do that.
Off the faceoff, DeRosie out to center ice, flipping ahead for Kerwin, who just dumps it in the corner. Cody Thompson sent him sprawling on the check. Meacham throws the check in the corner. Picked up by Big Tarbell. He lost it side of the net. Dakota Thompson comes back and wraps it around the boards for Noah McDonald. He'll just flip it ahead. Meacham dumps it right back in, and he hit Kerwin, who was trapped in the zone. That'll move the faceoff back outside. Good grab by Wayne Humel on that one.
And speaking of good grab, Clint Kerwin saying, hey, number 99, Noah McDonald, he just tried to rearrange my face. I think he twisted, and Clint's still talking to him over there as he twisted his helmet.
Off the faceoff. Wiley dumps it in the Massena zone. In behind Barkley, rips it around the boards for Kerwin. Kerwin trying to move it back to Barkley, and Barkley ahead to DeRosie. Here comes Eric DeRosie, feeding Barkley, winds the big shot. Cree makes the save and lost it for a second, then covered it up. Holds on for the faceoff.
As we mentioned before, Michael Cameron, Mr. Consistency, not in that lineup tonight for the Raiders, but Clint Kerwin has stepped right in on that line, and they haven't missed a beat here tonight. They've been very productive. Meacham, DeRosie, and Clint Kerwin on the left side for that Raider unit.
Jeff Day out there. He'll face off against Eric Bylett. Face off left side. When Jeff Day trying to flip it in behind Wiley with it. Wiley and Day go together. Day comes up with a puck. Sheds Wiley. O'Shea picks it up. Here's O'Shea. Circles. In front. Day can't get the shot off. Salmon will break it out. It's Dakota Thompson leading the attack. Here's Cody trying to split the D, and he didn't get through, but there's going to be a penalty on Massena. What's the call? Elbow.
Oh. And Johnny Rochefort is going to the box, and I got to agree with John on that one. Oh, that was John's really upset. Referee Wayne Humel's calling him for elbowing, and Timmy O'Shea is pleading his case. Thompson, it was a 1-on-2 and tried to split the defense, and they just collapsed on him. Wayne is an excellent official, one of the best you got, but and the Raiders are going to pick up another penalty. Timmy O'Shea is going to get a penalty right here, and the Raider coaching staff's upset with Timmy for arguing the case too long. Evidently, referee Wayne Humel, even though you're wearing that C, you've only got X amount of time to plead your case, and he's going to give them the Raiders 2 minors.
Boy, that's not a good move. Not a good move at all.
I'd like to see the tape on that one. I really didn't think John got the elbow up on that. I thought it was a...
So now Massena with a two-man disadvantage. The Shamrocks on a double power play. Off the face-off, the Raiders clear it down the ice. Massena is going to have to dig deep here. Tarbell out there, of course, with Cody Thompson, Chubb McDonald, and Scotty Thompson. They got all the guns out there. Jeff Day throws a check. Tarbell picks up the puck. Takes it and dumps it in the Massena zone. Round the boards it goes into the corner. McDonald. He overskates. Puck comes to Day. He finds the hole and dumps it out to center ice.
Jeff Day, another strong game for the Raiders here tonight.
Here's Scotty Thompson with it. Dumps it in the zone. Benji Nightingale picks it up, looks for the hole, doesn't get it out of the zone. Tarbell drops it to Cody Thompson. Over, they move it around, back to Cody. Cody winds his shot, and that's wide. Bounces in behind the net. Noah McDonald back to Cody Thompson. Thompson flips to McDonald in the circle. He's got time. Save made Hardy, and a big one. And now we have a whistle. What's the call?
The referee, Mel Tamalti, keeps pointing to his chest. I'm not sure.
My mistake?
My mistake, I think it is. Yeah, that's what it is, my mistake. But Aaron Hardy just made a great save off the Shamrock player who was, I'm not sure if that was Chubb or not, parked to his left, and he ripped one going short side, but Hardy made him commit first, and a big save to keep the Shamrocks off the board.
Off the faceoff, puck bounces out to center ice. We're down to 30 seconds left in both penalties. Shamrocks Tarbell. Moving it in the zone, DeRozzi, Meacham, and Barkley. Meacham steals it, flips it out to center ice. Dakota Thompson has it knocked away by DeRozzi. 17 seconds left. Here's Scotty Thompson taking it across, being bothered in the corner. Now Barkley lets him go, and he slides the puck around and picks it up himself. Here's a man in front. They got a man free. Shot, score! I think Noah McDonald will get his second goal with 3 seconds left in the double minors.
The Raiders up to that point made a great job of killing off that penalty, but down 2 men, and they overloaded on one side and just got, forgot about those 2 guys parked over there. It was not only McDonald, I don't know if that might have been Chubb with him, but the pass was thrown across the slot area, and McDonald standing all alone over there. No, not all alone. He had a teammate with him, had all kinds of time, and from about 10 feet, he just ripped the bullet high up over the left shoulder of Aaron Hardy, and the Shamrocks, with 7:01 left in the period, have pulled within 2. There's still 3 seconds left in the second penalty.
And here comes DeLuca across the blue line. He loses the puck. It comes to Gerard. He picks it up and lofts it around the boards. It comes to Chubb, out to the blue line, out to center ice, dumped right back in the zone. Here's Drew Wonky, bounce pass ahead to Kellogg, and he dumps it deep in the corner. Picked up there by Burns, who rips it around the boards to Rufa. Rufa gets knocked down. The bouncing puck to the blue line, kept in there. Here's a shot blocked by Burns. Now it bounces to Ward. Now Burns takes it away and rips it around on the other side. And it doesn't get out. Gerard throws a check. Ward pokes it into the corner. Garrett Cree out of his net to play it around the boards to the blue line. Wonky can't keep it in. Here comes Scotty Thompson. Knocked away. Bounces in on Hardy. He's going to cover it up and hold on for the faceoff.
And that was Noah McDonald, his second of the game, his 20th of the year, and number 44, Scotty Thompson, picking up the assist for the Shamrocks. And that coming at the 7:59 mark to make the score 8-6 with 6:12 left in the period and in the game.
Face-off left side in the Massena zone. So the Shamrocks, 2 goals in this period to draw the within 2. Off the draw, here's a drive from the point. Save made, rebound cleared into the corner. And it comes to Jeffrey Day. Day circles, over skates, has to come back for it. He'll take it in behind the net. Moving it to Nightingale. He is knocked down. The puck bounces free in front, but it's picked up by John Rochford. Headman to Justin Walsh. He'll take it across. Here's Walsh, right on. Cree makes a good save. Puck comes to O'Shea behind the net. He kind of overskated it. And the Shamrocks move it back the other way. Out to center ice to Tarbell. Knocked away from him. O'Shea picking it up. Trying to flip it ahead to Walsh. It's intercepted by Sean Chubb. Here's Chubb across the blue line. His pass intercepted. Back the other way comes O'Shea. O'Shea busting down. Here's O'Shea busting by the defense. His shot. and the save is made. It comes to Jeff Day. Back to the point. John Rochford tees it up. Shot partially blocked. Goes into the corner. Benji Nightingale. And the Shamrocks move it into the Massena zone, but they're going to change lines. And John Rochford comes back with it. Raiders up by 2. Headman pass. O'Shea. He breaks in partially, and he gets hauled down. There's going to be a penalty on Scotty Thompson. And it's going to be a hook call. They could have called an elbow. They could have called a takedown. But the Raiders will go on the power play here with 5:04 left in the third period, leading at 8-6 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard.
Shamrocks got caught up in watching the play and making a line change, and Timmy O'Shea was in behind all of them at the blue line. And the Raider player, a long headman pass deep from his own end. I'm not sure who it was who made the pass, but great pass right on O'Shea's stick. And as he's going in, number 44 comes from behind, and Scotty Thompson and pulls him down. But Timmy O'Shea almost, that elusive number 14, almost found his way into the clear. Great pass by the Raider player.
Face off right side in the Salmon zone. Off the draw, back to the point. John Rochford with it. Tees it up, his shot. Right on. Cree makes a save. He dropped it. And now he covers up. And if Sean Kellogg had turned around, he thought the play was over. If he had turned around, he would have seen a bouncing puck right at Cree's feet.
And Jared Cree, stepping in the third period, I don't know how many saves he's made, 3 or 4, but he hasn't made one clean yet. Every one, he's given up a big rebound. The Raiders going to capitalize on that.
Off the face-off, Kellogg goes back to the point with it. John Rochford back to Kellogg, trying to flip it through. It's knocked away, and poke checked out to center ice. Goes by everybody into the Massena zone. Rochford after it. McDonald comes up with it, and the puck goes in behind. Rochford lost his stick. The puck comes free. Johnny dropped his stick because he didn't want a penalty. Here comes Massena. Eric DeRosie kind of had the puck bounce away from him, and it's dumped back down the ice by the Shamrocks. In behind, Rochford picks it up. Headman, just barely got out of the zone. Dumped right back in. Massena a little sloppy in their own end. You can't afford to be sloppy in the third period at this stage of the game. The puck right in front is blocked by John Rochford. And Chubb came up with a bouncing puck. It's right on, and Hardy's going to hold on for the face-off. Massena real sloppy in their own end right now.
And the Shamrocks within a whisker of coming within one. Sean Chubb parked himself out in that slot area about 25 feet out, and Raiders sloppy clearing. Shamrocks jumped on it, threw it across the slot, and Chubb one-timed it, and it hit John Rochford coming across trying to tie up Chubb, but they left them all alone over there. They got to be really, know where everybody is in that defensive zone coverage, and they just forgot about him.
Jeff Day will take the face-off against Noah McDonald in the Massena zone. 32 seconds left in the Massena power play. Off the draw, Raiders win the draw, comes to Barkley. He takes it in behind his own net. Starts out. Takes it right in front of his net, then gets it up to O'Shea. O'Shea goes for Walsh. Offsides will be the call.
Point I wanted to make just prior to that last whistle when Eric DeRosie was, and the Raiders done a good job of stretching this Salmon defense by keeping their wings wide. Eric DeRosie steaming down the right-hand side, got a great pass right on the tape, it would have been, but instead of taking it on the backhand, he tries to turn to the forehand, and, with those curved blades, it's awful difficult. That's why he turned around, but he would have taken it on the backhand. He was in free.
Off the face-off, Bubba Gerard in his own end has it knocked away, gets it back again. Goes to Barkley, back to Gerard. Very, very aggressive penalty kill by the Shamrocks. Of course, they're trailing, so they want to be aggressive. Off the face-off, O'Shea. Whistle, offsides. Justin Walsh ahead of the play.
Just a tad offside, but Mr. Official, Mel Tamalti, as you mentioned, we got a pair of veteran officials here tonight, Mel Tamalti and Wayne Humel. Unofficially in the shots on goal in the third period, the Raiders out shooting the Shamrocks 7-5.
But the Shamrocks have the 2 goals.
They've got the 2 goals, and that's the most important thing. And the Raiders with 3:41 protecting, and I say protecting, a 2-goal lead.
They are holding on right now. Here's Jeff Day with it, takes it across, has it knocked away and dumped out to center ice. Comes to Bubba Gerard, over to Barkley. Barkley just shovels it in the zone. Garrett Cree stops it behind his net and then sticks it around the boards. And the Shamrocks will look to clear. There's going to be another penalty on Massena, I believe. Jeff Day is going to pick up a tripping call. Raiders taking foolish penalties again.
Well, I mean, that's, Jeffrey's had a fine game, but you just can't do that in the offensive end. With 3:21 left, protecting a 2-goal lead, you just cannot do those things, and that's what gives coaches gray hairs and ulcers. And Coach Tim Long, I'm sure, is thinking the same thing right about now. Whoa!
Off the face-off, Meacham with it, flips it in behind the net. Garrett Crease stops it and leaves it for Cody Thompson. Thompson moving it ahead to Scott Thompson, to Noah McDonald. Salmon on the power play. Here's Sean Chubb. Back to McDonald, back around the boards. Scotty Thompson in behind. And stepping in is Drew Wonky to break it up. Bouncing pass comes in behind. Picked up there by the Raider defenseman Northrup. He tries to clear, has it knocked away, gets it back again. Looks to headman to Meacham. Meacham, he's got Northrup with him. Meacham skates in, trying to flip it to Northrup, but it's intercepted. Cody Thompson played that one very well. And Salmon comes back the other way. Here come the Shamrocks dropping it off to Chubb out by the blue line. His shot fired it wide. Rebound right across the goal mouth. Oh, big save by Hardy. Puck sits in front of the slot, clear to the blue line. Huge, huge save by Hardy.
Outstanding.
Best save of the game by Aaron Hardy. No question, offsides on the Shamrocks. Oh, my goodness. That was a game saver right there.
What a save. Aaron Hardy coming across the crease. I'll tell you, 99's got to be shaking his head. Noah McDonald, left-handed shot, parked to the left of the crease. And the Shamrocks threw it across, and the only guy there was 99, and he just one-timed it. And out of nowhere, Hardy came across. Outstanding save.
30 seconds left in the power play. Puck dumped back in the Massena zone. Comes to Benji Nightingale, and he dumps it down the ice. Garrett Crease stops it. Flips it ahead for Tarbell. Tarbell over to Cody Thompson. Thompson, head of steam, shovels it off to Sean Chubb. O'Shea in there bothering him. Chubb skates it back to the blue line. Noah McDonald to Cody Thompson. Thompson over on the other side to Tarbell. He lost his edge and fell down, and the Raiders dump it down the ice. Joe Ward. Ward's going to come off as the puck in behind. Jeff Day is out there. The penalty has elapsed, incidentally. O'Shea, now Day right in front. Cree gets a stick on it. Day trying to center it. He gets tackled. Puck comes back to the blue line. John Rochford knocks it down, comes out, bounces in front. They bang at a Day shot. He fired it wide. Down to 1:28 left in the third period. Puck still in the Salmon zone. Scotty Thompson loses. Walsh steps out in front. Walsh trying to move it to O'Shea, and it goes off his skate in behind the net. Here's O'Shea with it around the boards. Comes back to Benji Nightingale. Did he keep it in? He did. Winds it up, and it goes up into the wall. No, it didn't make it into the wall. Goes to O'Shea. I thought that went the wall. Here's a shot. Score! Justin Walsh puts it away, and the Raiders go up on a score of 9-6 with 1:03 left. I thought that hit the wall, but it must hit the top of the glass and bounce back, hit it flat. And the Raiders score their 9th goal, and that's a big goal by Justin Walsh.
Big goal by Justin Walsh, and this time on the guy doing the passing, number 14, Captain Timmy O'Shea, pulling his Wayne Gretzky move from behind the net. All kinds of time back there. He's looking, and he found Justin Walsh parked in that slot area, and Justin made no mistake, and that should be the one that seals this victory for Massena.
Off the faceoff, back out to center ice, back to the Massena line. Shamrocks dump it in the zone. Under a minute to play now. Northrup flips it around the boards. Comes to Spanky. Spanky over skates. Following up, though, and it's out to center ice and down the ice. That'll be an icing call against Massena. And we're down to 43 seconds left in the third period. Raiders lead at 9-6 on the Corky's Collision scoreboard in a very, very strange game.
And his second of the evening, Justin Walsh. And
how many assists does he have?
He's got four, and that's his 13th of the year, coming at the 13:57 mark. And I think that puts that line up to about 15 points.
Off the faceoff, puck in the circle. Here's the drive. Hardy makes the save, and the bouncing puck sits there to the blue line. It bounces out to center ice. And Arquette has to come back in his own blue line. DiAgostino bothering him. He flips it ahead, back out. And finally, Farmer just dumps it. I don't think Massena ever got on side, did they? I guess they did, because they don't have an arm up. Comes back to the blue line. Kept in by Northrup. Now it's dumped to the Massena line. 15 seconds left. The Raiders will win and keep the winning streak alive, but it's been interesting to say the least. Bounces to the Massena line with 7 seconds left. Northrup is there, flipping it ahead. Rufa keeps it in the zone. Hard check's thrown there. Seacott picks it up as a buzzer sounds, and the Raiders out, can I say outlast? Would that be a good word?